and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and this is Transport Fever, my Square England version of it, that is, my Let's Play. And as you can see here, we see my one and only passenger train rolling along on its way to Coventry with precisely 0 passengers. And we're now into our second year of operation. There are plenty of passengers waiting at Coventry. Well, full load, well, in fact more than a full load, so we may need to address that as the year goes on. But before we get carried away, a quick recap where we are. We've got a single train line between Newbury and Coventry, and we've got stagecoaches, which is what we did in the last episode, running around within the towns to make sure the station gets as many passengers as possible. And they appear to be developing reasonably well, especially in Coventry, which is the larger of the two towns. So we are getting passengers travelling, but not yet enough to actually make money. But hopefully that will change through this year. Now, as suggested at the end of the last episode, my plan, my hope, is to establish freight traffic, my first cargo route on this map. And I want to do it sort of organically from the towns that I've already linked up here, Newbury and Coventry. But I've realised, I kind of thought this at the end, during the last episode, that I may have chosen a very unhelpful part of the map, because the cargo, the freight infrastructure, the industrial infrastructure of Transport Fever, you have certain products or raw materials which go to make finished goods, which then go to the towns to service either the residential needs, the commercial, or the industrial requirements of that town. So it develops one of those three sort of building categories. And there's very little industry and raw material locations in this part of the map which actually join up. So we've got wood producing logs producing planks, but we haven't got a forest producing logs anywhere. And likewise we've got iron ore, and actually we have got something there. Ooh, that's not bad. Ooh, that might be useful actually. Yeah, it's a bit far out. I'm just thinking my original plan, I had a quick review of the map before I started recording, as you do, and I was thinking we might go farm, which produces food, which obviously boosts the residential, the population in the towns. It's a long way from here to from my farm to my food factory up here, and then back again. Now, if we, unfortunately, that, although it looks a very similar shape, that's a different industry, so that requires slag, stone or slag. It does eventually pop up when you hover over it. Neither of which I have nearby here. The trouble with this is it looks a bit far away. This sort of iron. Make a decision. No, I'm going to stay with the food, because food is essential to people. Really, that's where we're going. Okay, now this is going to be expensive, so I'm going to need to take out a huge loan. I'm not quite sure what the limits are here. I have a feeling it might be 10 million, but well, we'll see. I've already got a 2 million loan anyway, so okay, let's go to 7 million for the moment. Right, so what we'll have here at the food processing plant, we'll have a line coming in from the farm down south, and we'll have 2 lines, I think, going around this huge hill in the middle, one to Newbury and one to Coventry. So I want a 3-platform station here, I reckon. And where can we stick that? So make sure we've got cargo selected, which we have. Freight station. I've already picked 3 platforms from when I was playing around before you joined me. That's not a terribly good angle for it. I'd rather it was somewhere like that. I want it to be connected to or I need the factory to be in the catchment area, so it needs to light up, which it does when it's around here. So if I get a small bit of road from there, just a bit of cheap track, just to bring it out from there, which gives me perhaps a bit more angle to play with. Okay, and a train station. Well, that's good, that still lines up, so let's get a slightly zoomed out view. Yeah, we may want him to go up as well. Okay, will that do? See, that's 300 something. If I take it down, oh, and I've clicked. My motor skills aren't obviously the best. I kind of clicked when I didn't mean to click, but it was cheaper than the most expensive option, so that's good, I suppose. And you see there's an incline there, so that's going to cost me money. Okay, so where's my nearest farm? My nearest farm is this one here. Again, I think I'd like a station coming out that way. There's no need for it to go round there, I think. Nope, so that's fine. So we'll have a bit of road, a nice cheap bit of road coming out here. Will that do? Actually, no, we don't want it there. We want it kind of there, don't we? I think. And just a single platform? That will do. Oh no, it's going to remove fields. And I'm too far away from the farm anyway. Yeah. Well, I think, if you remember when I first played with the Train Fever, I was wondering, I thought that deleting fields or removing fields when you're building actually cost you money. I don't think it actually did in Train Fever, but it does here. Which is extremely annoying because they're expensive. Everything's expensive in this game. Okay, what we will do, I think, we'll have stagecoaches, I think, supplying from the farm to the train station. With any luck, that might be cheaper. Look at the inclines on that. It's getting expensive. What if I made it a smaller platform? See, that's not so bad. But a longer platform. I don't like the expenses here. I'll put it on the other side. No, it needs to be this side, really, doesn't it? It's got to go up and around there. Look at that. That's 400,000 to get rid of the field. 200 and something without getting rid of the field. That's extortionate. The trouble is, I'm not going to find anywhere cheap, am I? At the end of the day, it's simply not going to happen. Okay, that will have to do. Let's join you up. Now the thing is, we're going to need depots here, cargo stagecoach depots. Where's the cheapest I can get that? Oh, so I see a 9. That will, which I want it to be as near to the station as I can get it, so I don't have to travel too far. That will do. And we'll have another one here. Hey, look at the cost of those things. It's outrageous. Oh well. Okay, so we've got those there. They're all lined up. Now, track. I don't want a tunnel. No. I have to. The tunnel's cheaper than cutting an embankment. This is extraordinarily expensive. I don't. Oh heck. Do you think this will ever pay off? If I get the contours on, I'm not sure if that will... That's not the contours, that's the contours. It doesn't need to be fast here particularly, does it? So if we try that... Okay, that's reasonably inexpensive considering, and it's going as steep as it can as well. So right on open country now, so we just need to get across that road and up there somewhere whilst breaking the bank, no less. This is pretty much the cheapest it's going to be. We're travelling full speed ahead here, a whole 75 miles an hour. So what do we need to do? We need to go round this hill and up there. And the speed of these trains, it's going to take them years to get over there, isn't it? Oh dear. This Let's Play series may come to a premature end at this rate. If we can't start making money, we'll be bankrupt before you know it. But I've never been bankrupt yet in one of these games, so that'll be a novel experience. You see it's cutting. No. The game is giving me the cheapest option. Do need to curve around somewhat here. Don't want to catch the edge of that hill, which we're obviously going to do at some point, unless we're very careful. Oh, I need to come in at a right angle. So I'm going to need to go in tighter than that. Okay. The trouble with the game here, the redesign of the game mechanics for track laying is because it's become so expensive now, and you have to draw these smaller segments. That's okay. It becomes more difficult to see where you're going, whereas in the past you could just take from one end to the next end, miles and miles away, and the game would give you a reasonably good route. Okay, I'll go there. So what we'll do... Oh dear me, governor. Well, so an embankment is cheaper here. I can have a wooden bridge for 74, stone bridge for 82, 83, and a steel bridge for 95. Or I could have an embankment, which is cheaper. Do you know what? I think I actually like cheaper. I'm going to go with that. So, right. Now, can we then... I don't think I want to spend 300k on that piece of track, so Let's cut that down. 62! Oh, that's a lot better. I could make it cheaper perhaps, but I'm not going to. Right, that was sweet and easy, wasn't it? Okay, so we've now got a route from the farm to the food processing plant. We now need to get food from there to one of our towns. Newbury looks closest actually. It's not the biggest town, so it might be more profitable to go to Coventry, but to be honest, what a ridiculous railway route that is. Why can't I go there? It's just so curvy, it's ridiculous. But that actually might help. So if we're getting this track out here, so this will be the Newbury track. Going down here. If I join that on there, snap the tracks together. I'm hoping it's going to be cheaper than drawing it out separately. So we will need to, I think we'll follow around and then just cut off down here. Where do we want this station to be for okay. Let's get this bit of track finished here. I'm more confident in this game of sort of zooming out and drawing joined up track, because it doesn't seem to miss as often. It's much cleaner and actually snapping on to your existing track than the old game Train Feeble was. Okay, right, so what I want to do is get rid of my contour lines, don't need those. Get rid of the track laying. Not track laying, let's see, get rid of that. Okay, so here, actually if I go to the town name, okay, what do I want? I want 67 food. That's it's for shopping. That's right. That's the blue commercial area. So it'd be good to get the train station in here somewhere, wouldn't it? I think that's okay. Actually, I think. We'll put just one line in for the moment. I'm not going to worry too much about it's getting ridiculously expensive because of the contours of the map. Is there any way of, can I put it round there perhaps? Well, that's a lot cheaper, isn't it? And that might work better, catching the track coming down. Yeah, I think let's do that. Okay, that's nice and cheap. Get a piece of road, a small street, which is very expensive. Ouch. Okay. Right. We will deal with delivery of goods within the town in a moment. But okay. Again, the contours are making this expensive. So what I want to do is sort of, if I can take it from there, that will be good. I think. 400. Dear me, no. Okay, let's get me. Where's my line coming back? I suppose I could do this as single line with passing places. That might be cheaper actually, but I've kind of started on this, doing it double tracked now. So I'll live with this decision. Let's see if we can. Okay, we can draw over there. That's cool. Right now, at this point, can we start taking it off to join this piece of track here? That's a bit expensive. Can I make it any cheaper? Pretty much, but that's not bad actually. So if we take it to 10 there. Yeah, more or less the same to be honest, but hey ho. Right, okay, excellent. So we've now got the first route for cargo. Right, now what we need to do, we need to set the depot up for the trucks. I can actually set that up here. How costly is that going to be? I'm sure I saw it for 12 a second ago. Well, I think it's 12 without being able to join a road, so that's no good to anybody, is it? Okay. 15, is that the best I'm going to get? Looks like it is. I'm so tight sometimes when it comes to placing these things, but then again, budgeting is everything. Okay, 15. Okay, so what we need is a cargo route. Let's get rid of all this gubbins. Don't need that. So we need a new line. Also a very nice pink line. Or is that? No, that's more magenta, isn't it? Going from there to there. Again, I'll probably rename these as we off camera, as it were. That's not frame. That's farm supply. So I'll call it for now, just because I want to get this done. Okay. And we will buy some road vehicles. We want some freight here. It will take whatever food it's got, I think, because the food processor will take anything. So I'll let it intelligently choose what it wants to carry. Again, our livery is bright red. And how many of these shall we have? We'll just start with 3 actually. Actually no, let's sell that one. We'll start with 2 because if I set them all to farm supply, what happens in the game is if you have a vehicle waiting to fill up at a station, it doesn't charge the full maintenance cost of that vehicle while it's filling up. So you do save a bit of money on that way. But if you've got vehicles which are not being filled up but just waiting, or are in transit, or on the road, or on the rail for that matter, they are charged the full maintenance. So at this point in the game, I don't have much in the way to fill up. So I don't want to cost too much, these vehicles to cost too much while they're doing nothing. Okay, I'm going to need trains. Here's what I could do. Could I put a depot in here? Yeah, I could perhaps, hopefully. Now how can I manage that? If I put it in there, I'm not sure I can do that cheaply. Well, I could have a crossover, couldn't I? That's, of course you can, of course you can. So where's the cheapest place to put this? These are all quite expensive places. Well, that's reasonably cheap. Okay, let's put it in there, and let's see if I can actually join up that to the track. That has joined up quite nicely, and it's not too expensive. Okay. And can I put a crossover in there? Not over a level crossing. Oh. Too much slope, don't give me that. Nah. Have I just wasted money? Of a suspicion I have. That's extremely annoying, isn't it? Oh, you can do that. Excellent, that works. Okay, so we'll put a crossover in. No, we won't do that just yet. So we've got one new line, which is going from there, which is the farm station, to there. Why am I not seeing colours? Is the... Oh good grief, the line doesn't line up with the station. Oh my god. Who is this idiot? Oh my goodness me. Right. Okay. Heck. How expensive is this going to be? Well, that wasn't too bad, I suppose. 120k, 130k really. Okay, so that line is good. So that is... I'll just call it farm produce for the moment. And then another new line, which starts... Where's my factory? There it is. From the Exeter food processing plant back to Newbury. Excellent. And that is, we'll call it Newbury Food because that's where it is going. Okay, now what I don't think I'll do it in the time we've got today. Well, I'll try and see how far we get. Is if we look at this station and the land use, the food is wanted by the commercial buildings rather than residences or industrials for that matter. And the station here doesn't cover much. It covers a couple there, but that's about it. However, the neat trick is in this game is that bus stops are actually usable as cargo drop-off points. So I can use my freight stagecoaches to actually deliver cargo to these bus stops, which is very handy indeed. So you don't need a separate sort of truck station within the town. So it's like little white vans, white van man running around the town delivering all the goods from the cargo station, which is kind of how it works in real life, isn't it? And they deliver to individual business addresses. In this case, that's bus stops, but there you are. Okay, now how much money have I got left to actually supply trains to my lines? Still got the one train. Take two of those, and we're looking for freight wagons. And the open wagon carries stone and grain. Oh dear. Right, so okay, so we need different wagons for different types of food. It's slightly annoying actually. I'm not sure what the supply rate is, if it's different between livestock and grain. It might be. Okay, so this train, which is train 3, I think, can join the farm produce. So that will pick up from the farm and deliver to the factory. Whereas this one is going to deliver food. That's you. We'll take. just take I'll take 4. They're going to be sat waiting in the stations eventually for some time before the food and the farm produce really get going. Right, okay, so let's see what happens when I turn it on. So this is my farm produce train. Oh, I didn't give them colours, did I? Oh, such a... Dear me. There you are, red. And this one? You can be red too. There you go. Make sure everything's consistent. Let's speed this up a little bit. Okay, we don't need all these helpful icons here anymore. How am I... trucks doing? My stage coaches. Oh, I didn't set them to full, did I? Ah. Okay, and I need to set you to full as well. Oh, that's the line is set to full, isn't it? And likewise on train 2. There you go. Right, what we can do is send him... Yeah, you can go back up to Exeter, wait for this guy to arrive. Right, now, he's going to cost me money, this guy here, because he's travelling, 191, whereas that guy, you see, is waiting to fill up. Ah, he's already filled up. Excellent, so does this mean I might actually be able to put in a couple more freight stagecoaches to farm supply. Okay. Oh, there's lots of stuff waiting there. That's excellent. So they just need to deliver it to the station here. The station and the stagecoach stop are definitely within each other's catchment area, so they should be filling up. So how's this train doing? Okay, yeah. Right, 4 livestock, excellent. Right, so that's moving along. And my other train, that's moving up. Okay, I think we might call a halt to this episode, as these trains will take a little while to get going. We might speed up. Just give me a sec, let's see where we are. Where's my first train? That's... oh, there you are. You're carrying 18 passengers on the way back to Newbury. So whereabouts are you? But that's the trouble at this stage of the game. Everything is travelling so slowly and the distances are so great. And we've got loads of people waiting there in Newbury. So what we will do... sorry, let's carry on. He can carry on travelling. Is once he has deposited his passengers, I will send him into the depot and add another carriage or 2, so we can get full use out of all the passengers we've got. Now, the other thing to remember on this game, which I've discovered from other people playing it really, is that the interest on your loan is charged once per year at the end of the year. So come December, you need to remember, if you can, to pay off as much of your loan as you can. Otherwise you'll be charged interest. So it's a way of sort of minimising. Right, let's just pause this for a second. I want to get... so the moment he pays out, I want to send him, there you go, back to the depot. Okay, and then pick those other people up. And I don't want to see Costs being displayed. I don't want any red numbers. I want green numbers. I don't want to know what it's costing me. Okay, how's that? Oh, that train has taken off already. Oh, that. Oh, 8. Ah, right. Okay, so I think it was. Actually, I'm not sure what it was. Well, he's going to make money anyway, so I'm happy enough with that. Where's my passenger train? So I'm all over the place and not keeping track. Hey, we've made some money. It was 175 before, and now it's 1.81 million. I dare say that will disappear fairly soon. Right, he's in there, so let's go into the depot and buy some trains. We want some passenger wagons. These carry 6, so that's 22. Let's buy 2. Hopefully that won't overload him. There is a logic, there is an algorithm to the weight of the train and the weight of the carriages and so on, the power of the train, and the incline and so on of the track. But I don't know how to work it out, so I'm just going on gut feel really on that. Okay, we'll have one trip up here to Exeter. So we've got our train here waiting for food. Can I change those wagons? Well, I can't change them here, can I, by the look of it? But it should, once it realises food is available here, it will change that to food and start filling up with food. Much like this other train, this very slow train. That's, where are you? Go, you're taking your time, sir. So there you are. So he's popping up there, and train 1 has picked up 30 passengers from Newbury. That is most excellent. The stagecoaches are doing reasonably well here. Ah, we need more by the look of it. That's the station, we want the depot. Oh, did I not supply? So I just don't pay attention sometimes. Okay, we'll let you out. We'll see how that goes. And here we've got 8 farm produce waiting. Okay. So if this works, we might be able to actually put more trains on there than we've got now. Okay, let's pay off some of this loan. I didn't need all that. Okay. Okay. Right. I'm not sure 67k will last me to the end of the year from October. We shall see. It's frustratingly slow, isn't it? I'm speeding it up. I'm sorry. I've got to speed it up. I want to see him get there and deliver produce. Hello. Who are you? Ah, I'd read about that somewhere. Although he's set to full load, he will time out. Like, there is a guide, probably on Steam somewhere, or indeed on the. I'll send you back to Exeter. Either on the Transport Fever website. Who's going to get there first? The empty train or the full train? Actually, that looks like a screenshot. Doesn't it just? Okay, so it's not a terribly exciting landscape here. That is cool. I'm liking that. Come on, boys, go faster. Okay, so I'm 100k in debt starting this year. Was that another cool screenshot? 61. That's splendid. Okay, and you see here, right here you see it's changing from livestock to food because it realises food is available and these wagons will hold food, so it will change their usage. Okay, so we've got 8 grain or something up, and it's very slow producing that food. Oh well, we'll come back. Okay, so we appear to have a moderately successful cargo route. Excellent result. Right, so we will end this here. I think in the next episode we will see how well this does, see if we can expand it, either in terms of providing more trains, because that is a long way for these very slow trains to go. I mean, look at that, I'm racking up the amount of produce there to carry. Impressive. Okay, so we may need another train. I'm not sure we can make that one much bigger and still keep up its full speed. We may start delivering food to Coventry, but look at that. Passengers, 37. Okay, I'm feeling reasonably confident that we are starting to make money. Well, one of my lines is anyway. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this little journey around my square version of England, or my little bit of England anyway. And if you've enjoyed it, please do leave us a like. Any thoughts, suggestions, ideas, please write a comment, and I'll be happy to take on board and reply, and I'd love to hear from you anyway, regardless. And if you've not done so already, please do subscribe, and then you'll know whenever I upload another one of these weird little episodes. From me, Ajaxpost. Until next time, bye bye for now.